want to talk about one more thing, man. I don't usually do too much Eagles talk, but if you guys are still tuned into this video, I want to give my opinion on this Cam Newton, Jalen Hurts stuff. Because Cam Newton, on his show, had a take where Jalen Hurts was not in his top 10 quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts not in Cam's top 10 quarterbacks. And then yesterday, Cam Newton, got upset at the backlash from what the people were saying about his top 10 list. And so he said, basically, Jalen Hurts has a Super Bowl and I don't. He said, let me tell you everything that I have that Cam Newton doesn't. Or let me tell you everything that I have that Jalen Hurts doesn't have. And, bro, this is getting to the point where this is straight, just blatant jealousy. I mean, what are you talking about? First of all, I'm not listening to a guy in a fucking tuxedo with a NASCAR jacket over top of it. But anyway.
When people always say, hey, Cam, you're hating on Jalen Hurts. No, I don't need to hate on Jalen Hurts.
Really?
And the common thing that we always hear of, I've heard in this past week is, Cam, you're just mad that Jalen has what you don't. And Petty Cam keeps creeping back up to the microphone.
Petty Cam keeps creeping back up to the microphone. Man, we got the egos. The egos are just out of control at this point.
He can say, should I go down a list of things that I have that Jalen doesn't?
If it's not a Super Bowl ring, I don't want to fucking hear it.
Not only just Jalen, a lot of other people don't have.
But hear this out. And I hate,
all right, we're hearing it. Let's go.
Hate that we're making a discussion point about something that he can't even speak to.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Now you're sounding like Will Smith, man. I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
But it's so many people coming to his defense.
Oh, shocking. There's millions of Eagles fans.
And I respect that. But talk about the point. Don't talk about the pointer.
Yo, this guy thinks he's a philosopher, bro. That was the dumbest shit, lamest shit I've ever heard, bro. That was like the interview where Will Smith is like, me and when I smacked Chris Rock, it was brutal. It was brutal, but it was beautiful. It was brutal. And the guy interviewed him was like, wow, that was lame as fuck. Don't ever say that again, bro. Talk about the point. Don't talk about the pointer.
The pointer. And I respect that. But talk about the point. Don't talk about the pointer.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard, man. The guy's like, This is the new age, bro. You get a microphone, and you have another guy sitting there fucking hyping you up like you just said the deepest shit anyone's ever heard.
You dig what I'm saying?
I dig what you're saying.
So.
All right, but let's talk about the point then, man. Let's talk about the point. My problem with all of this Jalen Hurts talk is that what makes a great quarterback, Everybody wants to talk about, yeah, he won the Super Bowl because he had this great team around him. First of all, did you see what happened when he was out for a game or two and we were playing Kenny Pickett? Did you see what happened? Jalen Hurts gets slandered for being a game manager. But why is that? This is really what I want to know. Jalen Hurts gets slandered for being a game manager. Like, yeah, they won the Super Bowl, but he didn't throw for 405 touchdowns. You know what also he didn't do? He didn't throw 4 interceptions and lose the game. He managed the game perfectly. And then when they were up 27-0, he threw a fucking kill shot instead of running the clock out like a dog. Why is that a bad thing? I need to know, why is that a bad thing? Why is a quarterback managing the game to perfection and winning the Super Bowl a bad thing? Why is a quarterback who can throw for 350 or 400 with 3 touchdowns and 2 interceptions and not win the Super Bowl? Why is that the better quarterback? I believe the goal is to win. And I believe the quarterback that does what his team needs him to do to perfection in the biggest game to win the whole thing is the best quarterback. I don't understand. There's no criteria on how you're supposed to win. Oh, the best quarterbacks win by throwing for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns. Really? Or does the best quarterback manage the game perfectly, not turn the ball over in crunch time, and give his team the best chance to win the Super Bowl? And Cam Newton's mad because he never did it. You had an undefeated season and you didn't win the Super Bowl because in crunch time, you were bombing the ball over everybody's head, bro. I watched that shit live. We watched it. You were physically dominant. Your accuracy was always a question mark. And when it came down to it, when a team forced you to stay in the pocket and throw the ball, you couldn't get it done. And you want to talk about, you had Steve Smith. You want to talk about team? Yeah, you didn't have Saquon Barkley, but you want to talk about offensive line? Let's go back to that season. Let's go back to that fourth quarter where you couldn't get it done. That final drive, you had all day to throw the ball. Time and time again, you were heaving the ball over everybody's head. All we got to do is play deep coverage, keep him in the pocket, make him make an accurate on the field in between the numbers decision. He can't do it, and you couldn't do it. Straight jealousy, bro. Disgusting. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm out of here. Thank you for watching this clip. I am putting this at the end just to add an extra 30 seconds so that I can hit the 8-minute mark on this clip. Hey, man, you got to respect the honesty. Hope you're all enjoying your summer. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day.